If you're a practice owner, I would like to challenge you for a moment. And this is going to be short and sweet, but it's going to be real. And it's going to be about you. And it's going to be about your control. And it's going to be about how you can potentially live an even better life. I'm Dr. Michael, founder of Transitions Elite, and I have lots of tough conversations with practice owners. I'm like their priest, but for business. And so I'm going to share with you a fascinating concept that comes from Japanese culture. And the concept is called Ikigai. Now, what is this crazy word, Ikigai? I'll show you. It's the intersection of four things. So basically, this sits right here. I'll just say Ikigai. Ikigai is really a way of life. It's why especially some islanders and Japanese live such a long life. It's the joyous nature. It's the enjoyment of life. It's so much. It's basically the good life from the Japanese perspective on how to really live this ultimate self-fulfilling and purposeful life. But how does this apply to you as a practice owner? Well, there are four different components of this concept. The first one, and really where they intersect, is where you live your good life. It's the ultimate. So the first one is to do what you love. Pretty simple. And many of us got into this field because we loved what we wanted to do. But then we got stuck with all the things that we actually hate doing. And so this is a very important component, and you know what you love. You really think about it for a second. The second one is you do what you're good at. And I'd encourage you to write this down because you'll think about this over the next couple of days. So when you're doing what you love and you're doing what you're good at, again, you're in this kind of a flow state where you love doing it and you're good. And you're good on the medical side. And you are good seeing your clients and patients. That is what you are really good at. The next one is what the world needs. By definition, your practice is in existence to deliver what the world needs, and you know it. And the more you can do that efficiently and better, you are serving the world. And so we're in an amazing profession that allows us to deliver on what the world needs. And then finally, what we have is what you can be paid for. Now, this all makes sense. And you might be thinking, yeah, I'm in my practice and I love parts of it. So I kind of love, plus or minus here, minus here. I'm damn good on the medical side, but I'm not really good on the business side. The world needs it, and my practice is doing a great job there, which is good. And I get paid for it. I'm a business owner, practice owner, then I get paid. My challenge to you is a lot of these negatives, which are actually, they should be huge negatives here because there's a lot that we don't love in terms of being a practice. Can you get Ikigai without being an owner? And in fact, would it go much higher than where it is today as an owner? Now, let me just explain for a second. Do what you love. So what do you really love to do? You love to see your patients, right? You love to see those clients. You love to help them for what you help them with their challenges. That is your passion and you love it. So this is a big check mark if you were simply a veterinarian and not owning the clinic. What you're good at, you're damn good at it, and you know it. You are damn good. You are better than the other associates. You see more clients, see more patients, more throughput, and people love you. And so you're damn good at just being a veterinarian. The next one is what the world needs. We know the world needs the veterinarians. And finally, what you get paid for. You're going to have a high salary as a veterinarian. So my challenge to you is, could your best life, in fact, be selling your practice, taking out that financial concern, which you may not have right now, but also for your family and for your strategic, family planning, and then be able to work and continue to do what you love, what you're good at, what you get paid for, and what the world needs as a veterinarian, designing your own schedule as part of the sale and actually being able to live it. And so if this resonates at all, and I hope that it does, then I'd just like to challenge you to have a conversation about this because it's going to be real. And the conversation might say, your practice isn't saleable. Or the conversation might say, your practice is so attractive for right now with these current buyers that will probably be gone in a couple of years. And they will put you as a medical director so you can control your destiny, control the destiny of the medical side of the practice, and really live in this concept of Ikigai. I've seen it at our DVM Elite Summit. Recently, there were 5 practice owners that had sold. And I kind of went up to them and I said, hey guys, what are you doing here? The summit's all about growing your practice and making it better. And I said, don't you guys know that you've sold? And they said, Michael, just because we've sold doesn't mean it's not our baby. And they were living this Ikigai not as an owner, but as the medical director within their own practice. So I think this is entirely possible. And so I put a link in the description below for what's called a free practice value estimate. You'll speak to myself or my team, and we'll really be able to have this conversation with you and determine what your best move is. Is it to sell or is it to grow and not to sell? And both of them could be viable, but it depends upon where you are on this perspective of Ikigai. Click the description below and let's have that conversation. And so if you'd like to go through the criteria that you should be thinking of as to whether you should actually sell your practice, go ahead and watch the video that's popping on the screen right now.